Salutations all, I hope you're all well. So today I just want to share my thoughts on my October 2024 buddy read with the beautiful Lesego. And this book also happens to be our January 2025 Khosi Readers Book Club read. So I got to read this book twice kind of, but luckily it was close to each other, so I didn't have to reread the whole book. I really enjoyed this book because I'm a fan of historical fiction, even though in my mind, I haven't even said what the book is. The book that we read is Kintu, and I still want to call it Kintu. I don't know why, but it's Kintu, so I have to remind myself Kintu. And this is the second book by Jennifer that I've read. The first book was The First Woman, and I really enjoyed that book. A 5 out of 5-star read for me. So I was looking forward to reading another book by her. And Kintu was really good because I'm a fan of historical fiction. So the first half of the book was my favorite. I enjoyed that more than the second half of the book. So basically, in this family, it's just about a generational curse and how the family grows and deals with this curse. I really enjoyed this book, but the sadness, the things the characters go through. So Kintu is the main ancestor, so we're following his family through the different generations. So what happens is Kintu goes on a trip with somebody came to come and live with him, and then he goes on a trip with that person's son, right? But then the son passes away along the journey. So when he comes back, he doesn't explain what happened to the son, and the father's like, "Hey, where's my son?" Like the father and the son integrated so well into the family that son didn't even know that Kintu was not his father. He thought that he was part of the family because they arrived when he was really young. So the father's like, "Hi, where's my son?" And Kintu doesn't say anything. He doesn't do what he's supposed to do when a person passes away because he doesn't know how he's going to explain it, because he's the one who actually caused the death. He was trying to discipline the child and ended up killing him. So after that, that father curses him and says that his family will never find peace until he finds his son, and he's not going to find his son obviously because he's dead. So we're just following the different generations. So this book, a lot of the parts are just so sad, like Subi's story. Subi, when I cry, she reminds me of Agine from The Girl with the Loudening Voice. But this book, the family just goes through a lot of trauma, a lot of mental issues, I feel. And yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I would give it a solid 4 out of 5 star or 3.85. It's a good read. The family is huge, so what I like is that in the front of the book there is something that shows the family tree, but the family is huge. So if it wasn't for that, it would be hard to keep track of each of the family members and what's going on. So it's helpful to page to the front just so that you can know who is this again, where do they fall in the family tree. So if you're reading the audiobook is also really good, but if you're reading the audiobook, it does make it harder to keep track of everybody and who everybody is, but it really is an enjoyable story. The second half of the book is more modern, so it's following Chintu's family, but it's more modern now times instead of like in the beginning back then. But yeah, it's definitely a book that I would recommend. I enjoyed it, and so far I really enjoyed Jennifer's work. She's one of those authors where automatically I would definitely buy her book, because so far I've read 2 of her books and both of them have been really enjoyable. The First Woman, obviously, my fave. I will always recommend that book without fail.